Starting Civilization 5, the One City Challenge. And as we can see, the One City is currently working towards the International Games Project. We are sort of gambling on actually having a higher percentage than I think we're going to get. The only reason we are gambling on this though is because we really don't have a lot else that we need to build. We could build a stadium, but we got 82 happiness points. We don't need any more particularly. We've got all our trade routes sorted out. There's no archaeological sites nearby, and we don't have any space for them in any case if we were to send them out. We could build more Great War bombers, I suppose, for defense, but really we don't have a great need, so we're going to stick with what we got so far. Militarily, we are fairly sorted, I think. Most of our units are there or thereabouts. The one city is pretty impregnable by this point. We're very high up in developing culture. We got atomic theory on the way, which will give us nukes, and provided there is some uranium deposits, there are some uranium deposits within the one city's territory, which is quite large for one city at this point, now that Egypt have basically folded. Yeah, we're doing quite well. William's now in the modern era. Hail the modern Dutchman. And that's a great musician that's arriving. And the Huns have lances in my territory. Yeah, I didn't mean to actually check where they were going, but they might be declaring war with Egypt by this point, I don't know. Or the city-state of Yerevan. I really hope they're not doing that. That might actually change my mind on what we're doing here. I'm just going to move a couple of people forward into the citadels, I think. Kaiser calls for faith. We're not going to win that reward, even with the reduced influence of Egypt. I think Spain have the top faith score at the moment. Right, let's get a Great War infantry down towards the citadel. And let's get my other infantry down towards the citadel. And one of our artilleries just to be sure of things. Actually, I can build railroad, can't I? Yeah, I should probably replace that. Okay. We're going to replace this all with railroad just to have a path down to our little defensive corner, I suppose. Don't urgently need it, but it's nice to have. So we could still... I think we were actually working towards this because I can't remember what we wanted from ideologies. I think we got all the main ones we need. And going up to the 15% tourism modifier for any shared things. So Netherlands is order as well. Good. It's pretty much decided if you're not order at this point, you're going to have a real rough time of it. I suppose it does kind of offset the cultural victory, but not by enough, I don't think. Alright, 7 turns to World Council. We have plenty of money in reserve in case we need it. And the games is now 77% complete. That'll be actually done in a few turns. Oh, we've lost... We're no longer the ally of Tyr. We need to change that, I think. But that's just gone down. Actually, we can just afford to pay them off entirely. It's only a mercantile city, of course, but still. An ally is an ally at this point. They want FCCZPism. I'm actually just going to give them... yeah, I'll just give them 30 for now. So that buys us 45 turns, and we can always just keep the 1,000 in reserve because it's always a useful enough amount to have. So... Next turn, Atomic Fury in 5 turns. Yeah, just checking what they're up to. They are moving towards Egypt, so they might have wars going on with them. Actually, I think I can check this on the diplomacy side of things. Currently going off at 22. Diplomacy overview. Global politics. Who are the... Yeah, there we go. At war with the... Okay, so they are at war with the Huns. That's why they've brought a massive army across. That's going to end really badly for the Egyptians. And that's something I probably should have checked out beforehand. Whoops. Yeah, I don't see this going well for you, although they don't have any siege equipment, surely. You'll pay for that, Augustus. We control the Council of Nations, pretty much. Except all these people grabbing 2 votes just because they want the same ideology as us. New unit from Belgrade. There's another artillery unit actually, so I'll probably just sell that on. I could turn it off, but as I've said, I do get a small monetary boost for doing it, so. And it keeps my military topped up, and keeps my number of artillery ridiculous. Right. So yeah, we'll expand that for 62 gold. Artillery just moves into there, and I think the rest of that is mostly done. Golden Age is about to end. Aww. I had a good run of it though, so I can't complain too much. Citizens are currently on production focus. I might actually flip them back to gold, food or gold at this point. Yeah, we'll start with gold production. So 175 a turn is fine. Yeah, we produced 2,000, but I don't think we're going to produce enough. Well, with one city, it's going to be very difficult to win the games. But we needed the 30 anyway, so it'd be nice if we got it, but I'm not expecting it. Just the percentages seem off. Next turn. Okay, Mayans are at war with the Shoshone. How far are we away from? I think we need 1,500 at this point to get a great, great engineer at 1,500. Yeah, it's not looking good for Pyrameses. Jefferson might actually be wiped out here. We know from a conquest point of view they're not going to win until they get mine anyway. But it's Isabella who's winning that one. Ivory for 2. I'm perfectly happy to accept ivory for 2. I think we were only getting 1 from you before, so huzzah. Okay, Unit Glances seems confused about where he's going, and Egypt's that way. You're on Old Egypt, which is now new one city. Kiev looks elsewhere for whatever they were asked about. Spain succeeded in the faith reward, of course they did. Golden Age has ended. Yeah, fortify you. I'm working on a railroad. And we're going to continue on. So 91% completed. That should actually be done hopefully in the next few turns. Pearls for ivory. Actually, I'd like citrus. I know we need crabs, but I might as well go with that instead. Because I think somebody wanted citrus in our network. You've got bigger problems than me right now. Unfortunately, you announced me, I killed 3 of your major cities. It was rather easy. The golden cannons of Egypt fired, but apparently didn't do an awful lot. You bought defective cannons. Shoshone has announced America for some bizarre reason. Can't see why they do that. 95% completed, so 1 more turn and that's basically done. Losing grip on Belgrade. Citrus connected for Melbourne. I knew somebody wanted that. Tier wants sugar. was thinking, oh, Kiev wanted citrus as well, actually. But it's Belgrade we need to pay off at the moment. So, yeah, it drops more than usual. Let's give a gift of 1,000 gold just to be sure. So now they will stay our ally for the foreseeable future, even if they do go down at a faster rate, and we'll build up that money again in no time. Right. Anything else we want to consider at this point? Probably not. Just stick with that, I think. Next turn. Okay, so another cultural boost next turn, which I think we might just take the free great artist and start another golden age. We'll see what we actually require. And I'm starting to think that maybe another great bomber or two would be just... it wouldn't necessarily be wasteful. Eventually somebody will attack us. It's just the way this game works, but... open borders for iron, sure. I'm okay with that. I'd prefer gold, but... unless, you know, we're giving away 2 of our iron, which is fine for us as well. Huns have denounced America again. And Sydney continues to attack barbarians. Oh, we did win. Oh, I was not expecting that, but apparently we did win with 1 city. So we get a 100% tourism boost for 20 turns and a free social policy and 30 influence with city-states. Okay. So because we get 1 for free, I might as well go and get that one. And then because we get 1 to pay for, that. 33% culture in any city which has a world wonder. We only have 1 city and it does have world wonders. Immediately enters the golden age. Huzzah! Right, production. I think we might focus on research here. No, let's focus on gold. Just having a look at this. So that's 217 gold versus... oh, we're actually doing quite well anyway. Alright, I'll buy 1 more bomber, and then we'll move on to... a couple of Great War bombers, and then we'll move on to research. Sounds good to me. So we should now be becoming massively influential on people now. Yeah, to the extent that nothing is stopping this now. So we'll be influential with Sweden in 2 turns. Yeah, of course, it will remain. It will change, but still. I mean, who was it who was the longest away? I think it might have been the Mayans. Egypt is 71. 76. Well, it's only going to buy 20 turns at this speed, but still. It all helps. Oh, the Mayans want peace. What can I get him for that? Probably nothing that's worth it, I'll accept that. That was a long and pointless war, wasn't it? Did you actually just hit my territory at that point? Yes. Let's keep working with the Spanish. No, I'm just looking at it. Did they just get to my territory? Oh, that's the eunuch guy that's been there forever. Very well. If you want to be friends with the Swedish, just know they will steal all of your stuff. Absolutely all of it. We have warned you. In fact, I could actually do a trade embargo on him. I could force an embargo on somebody. That'd be quite fun. I should consider that carefully. Oh, he's offering these salts. I actually could do it. Actually, who wants? No, it's sugar we need. I don't need the salt anymore, I don't believe. So I'm going to refuse that. I'm sure I traded salt to get a city-state. Some pluses on a city-state, and that's why I did that. Well, there's some war going on. Sorry, this is causing a divide against us, but we like the Spanish. They're the red plague that cannot be stopped. Panama's rigged. I should probably sort people around, actually, thinking about this. Brussels is rigged, and is rigged. Really.
The unleashed power of the atom has changed everything, save our modes of thinking, and we thus drift towards unparalleled catastrophe.
Okay. So now the critical question. Oh, we've killed a Spanish spy. And we've rigged a load of elections. And apparently we did not find any uranium deposits, though there is one nearby. Right. Charge a great person. At least you don't have to steal anybody's territory for that. Is there a better source of it, or is that the only one? That looks like it might be the only one. Okay. 4 uranium, though, is a good number to have. Right. Need to get you down to there, then. Next turn. Look, we just declared peace. Either try to kill me or don't do anything. I'll forgive you. Yeah, Sydney Opera House can be built in that. So I don't know, we're not building anything useful this turn. What were we working towards? I know there was a plan with our technology, but let's find out what it was. Oh, the plan was telecommunications. Okay, that's fine. Stop attacking our ally. Oh, they're fighting for Dutch, that's why. I thought they were fighting the city for a moment there, which would have been a bit bad. In fact, I don't think they can actually declare anything with me until that happens. Okay. Oh, delegate assignments. Sorry, distracted. Okay, so basically the only thing we're interested in here is making sure that this does not happen. This is going to annoy Spain. Right, now that we have successfully annoyed Spain, there are natural wonders that remain undiscovered, but we won't discover them until we get satellites. So, let's go and do the important bit first. We want this uranium. We need the uranium. It's going to be ours. 3 gold for ivory we'll accept. And now we have an extra 1,000 gold ready up. And the borders expand as our third... This is basically a fortified position against Yerevan, strangely. Not intentional, of course. We had to get the aluminium. We had to grab his gold, I think. We're influential on Sweden. They don't like it. Everybody should follow the one city style. I think I am probably going to see if I can pull off a cultural victory from here. I could easily get the diplomatic victory, but I think the cultural victory would be slightly more interesting to attempt at this point. So, that's what I think we're going towards in the future. We'll see how it works out. I mean, I might end up having to take the diplomatic victory, but I think the cultural one's very much on. If I can get the extra 15%. I think their Catholicism fails. Crabs are banned now. That might not be such a good idea because I think I did need them. Anyway, land units. And I need range, don't I? Yep. Operational range. Make a proposal. So for some reason crowdfunding did actually pass. Let's go for... I'm actually going to propose cultural heritage sites because there's no reason for me not to propose it. So I'm going to commit that proposal. There we go. Cultural heritage sites. They're in. They're the in thing. Sleep. And... oh, new trade. So, previous route was to there, but I think the only reason we took that one was to keep trade borders up. And obviously the mines are going to be a problem if we go that way, I suppose. Nah, we'll keep things going. Right. Akbar! It was a trap, and now it's a citadel. And now it's a uranium mine. And this caravan is going on its previous route to Chichen Itza, I think, because that gives me a link to the Spanish. Yes, it does. Off you go. Next turn. Public declaration from the Mayans. There is no petty politics is exactly how we're going to resolve all of our differences. Also, don't you dare go into my territory. The Mayans are allowed, you're not. This is why I have multiple citadels in the first place, because of you. And because of your gold. And because we like it. Okay, so nobody likes my idea for making World Wonders more culturally giving. What a shocker. It's almost as if I've got most of them. Still, I have voting control. They will probably be able to vote that one off if they want to. What's the other thing, actually? Banning sugar? Okay, that's actually not as... So at most, they can put 27 against, looking at things that way. So that's actually going to get voted. Based on current looking at things. Well, this is rather interesting. Next turn. I don't have too much to do here other than just wait for my third bomber to be built. And at that point, I'm pretty much untouchable in that sort of territory, really. Ideologies adopted by Egypt. They've gone autocracy. Mistake. But I think they are the first people to have autocracy, so they do get a slight benefit in that regard. And currently there's nothing acting on them, but that's because they've only just gone there.